Hello, my chariots. Welcome back to another chariot soul message that I have for you today. These are the readings that I do for the collective. This is not a pick a card reading. I just deal the cards and whatever messages comes through that I feel that I need to channel, I do. So if you're looking for another pick a card reading, you can look for the next one that should be coming out soon, or you can take a look at all the other ones I have uploaded on my channel and take a look at those. All right. So before we get started, let's just take that moment to gather ourselves and make sure that we're in the right place. Okay. So my chariots, if you can take in a deep breath for me right now. Breathe deeper. And just be still for a moment. Go within. Focus on your third eye chakra. And say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust the guidance that my third eye gives to me. All right. So first thing I'm going to do before I look at tarot is I'm going to draw a twin flame angel number, take a look at that message and see what comes through. What is it that we need to talk about in today's reading? One, 717. Put your time and energy into creative pursuits that will provide an overall sense of empowerment. Okay, this is interesting. And then I'm going to grab two cards here from Myth and Fire. Not good enough. And intense feelings. Okay. So I'm feeling here, and then on the bottom of the deck is Secret Admirer. So I'm going to keep that because I feel that I need to. There's just someone, I feel, whoever's watching this, we're dealing with someone that I feel my chariots has feelings for you, has intense feelings for you, okay? And they're dealing with this lack of self-worth. Now I'm trying to think. It was either, I think it was my last pick a card reading, but it's just bringing up. I'm pretty sure if it was pile 3, the strong energy that came through in that reading was the energy of someone that just didn't feel worthy, that they didn't deserve your love. Okay, and I'm feeling a sense of a combination of energy here because I feel that your person has these intense feelings for you. This is someone that, hasn't come forward, that is afraid to tell you how they truly feel, that they're not being honest. They're not being authentic in this situation. And I feel like the angel number here is actually the message of what that person needs to hear, because, you know, the message that we're getting is that your person has to really start doing things that are creative. And I do feel then this is a you know, that mirroring, that reflection that we often talk about when we're talking about these deep soul connections that you can have with one another. And I feel that there's a message here strongly for you as well, because Spirit's really calling out that what I'm hearing is that stop choosing to live a boring life, okay? And I feel it, the strong word that, the word that's being emphasized is choosing. You or your person or both, there's a reflection going on here where, you know, first of all, your person's struggling because they don't feel for some reason, let's see if that comes out in tarot, that they're good enough for you. And secondly, because of that, I feel that your choices that you're doing right now when it comes to your life and the choices that your person can make, you're both limiting yourselves, okay? So instead of living life to the fullest right now, I feel that your person and even you're not taking your life and engaging yourself in creative opportunities as you could be, okay? As you could be. So let's see what else comes out here in tarot. I'm very curious. This is very interesting. But yes, if you didn't see my last pick a card reading, maybe you want to take a look at, I'm pretty sure it was pile 3, because the energy was strongly about someone who, you know, and this could just be stemming from inner childhood wounds or something that happened in your person's past. It could be something that you're completely unaware of, why this person lacks the confidence that they feel. It could be competition. I mean, you know, that where they compare themselves to others and perhaps other people that you've been with. If they're in a better financial situation, a better career status, you know, this person doesn't feel that confidence in the those aspects or areas of their life. Okay, so they continue to just be the secret admirer instead of coming forward and being authentic about how they truly feel. It's almost this feeling, sorry, these downloads are coming through while I'm shuffling, but it's this feeling that's coming through that I feel this for you, I feel deeply for you, but I'm too this for you. You know what I mean? I'm not good enough for you, or I lack this, or you would be better off without me. So there's a very similar energy that I feel I'm picking up on in regards to pile 3 of last week's pick a card reading. So let's see what else we have here. Wow, the 6 of Cups. So this could be some, you know, this to me is symbolizing a soulmate connection, some kind of connection that you feel with someone. It's definitely representing soulmate. It's representing, you know, that past lifetime where I feel like you've known each other in past lives. For some of you, it's coming through that you may have even had visions, like maybe you have visions of past lives of, you know, being with this person in a different lifetime, different century, you know, something like nostalgic, like something like very deep, you know. It could also just represent someone from your childhood, you know, an old childhood sweetheart. But to me, there's this really deep energy of, I don't know, in the woods in this picture, there's something about the forest and the woods that are very strong. Like there's a vision here almost of, again, knowing this person in a different timeline or a different lifetime that's completely different than what we're experiencing right now. Look at that, the Ace of Cups. and the Three of Wands. Yeah, there's a strong message that your person is just sort of waiting and letting life pass them by. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. I just feel that this is such a strong, intense energy that's coming through. You know, there's this person here that really, I feel, loves you. I feel like this person can have such a big heart, and yet they hold it in. I have this feeling like there's this feeling coming through that your person, there's this feeling coming through that your person has such intense feelings for you, my chariot, that they're holding back, or something in the effect of, if they can't experience this with you, they're not giving it to anyone else, including themselves. I wish I could explain the energy that I'm feeling better. But it feels like there's so much love here. And what I'm feeling is that the trouble is that they don't love themselves, you know, and I know that that can sound cliche, but they don't love themselves enough to be able to express this love that they have for you. And please understand, you know, the situation. If they're with anyone else in this 3D material world right now, that's not what I'm talking about, because I feel that I'm not saying that they're not in any type of relationship. What I'm saying is that there's this certain energy or feeling that I'm picking up on from this person's heart, their soul, that I feel that they keep locked up, and they don't allow themselves to share that with anyone else, including themselves, which I feel is what halts the situation. And why, look, what do we have here right in the center is that Three of Wands. It's just that energy of waiting, like I talked about. I feel like this person is not pursuing events in their life because perhaps the two of you are not together right now. All right. Or there's, you know, perhaps there's something in the way from the two of you being together, or even if you are together or sort of in a connection, like maybe like something financially sets them back. Like they don't feel that they can do everything that they can. There's something here that in their mind they struggle with because they feel that they're not good enough. And what I'm hearing is that they're wasting time, that, you know, they have all the tools to enjoy a life that they can. And, you know, I'm not talking about a financial material world, because, and that could be very well what maybe they're stuck in that. And, you know, it's coming to that realization with this Ace of Cups here that it's not about all the things you have in life or how much money you have or what your status is. It's about how you feel inside about yourself, and if you're willing to share that with someone else. And I feel that these experiences can be so rare and yet so difficult, right, in this realistic world, compared to the expectations that we need to live up to when it comes to the status of the society that surrounds us. We have the Wheel of Fortune here, where I feel that, again, there's something very fated and destined with these feelings that they have for you. And they know this because the High Priestess is here. But because they do not feel good enough, okay, they remain quiet when it comes to their feelings. The High Priestess is this beautiful, all-knowing energy. I feel that your person has is very intuitive. Okay, whether they let you in on that secret or not, they are very intuitive, and I feel that they're quite well aware of the energetic connection that the two of you have. this fate and destiny is here, as if it's meant to be, as if it's you two were meant to cross paths. And yet with this Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune here, with this not good enough, I feel that stagnant energy just, it's almost like, and when I'm looking at this Wheel of Fortune, it reminds me of the Ferris wheel. It looks like the Ferris wheel, and it's almost like as if you're on the Ferris wheel and you're on the top and your person's on the bottom, and the wheel has just stopped. And you can look down and see them, they can look up and see you, but it hasn't started back up again. And that's because of the choice that they're making, because of how inadequate that they feel. Let me just see what else I can get. Can we confirm these cards, Spirit? It actually tears this energy that I'm picking up on definitely tugs at my heart, because I can feel the love that this person has within them, and yet how they are too afraid to share it, to show it. There's too much fear here, for whatever reason that is. The Nine of Cups. Sure, the emotional fulfillment, that deep soul connection, that emotional fulfillment, that emotional completion. And the King of Pentacles is here. And the Six of Pentacles is here. Yeah, I mean, there's this realization though within your person that, there's something here about giving and receiving. There's something coming through. There's this man here that's holding the balance, right? The scale, and giving the coins to the woman, showing me that I feel that your person recognizes also with this High Priestess card here that they did not give to you equally, or have not given to you equally, perhaps the way you have. And again, I don't mean this from a financial point of view. I'm talking about the energy, the emotion that perhaps you've put into this person versus what they've returned to you is lacking. And I feel that you need to understand that it's not lacking because they just don't care. It's lacking because of, I feel, this trauma or something from their past that I feel they feel tainted by it in some way. The Four of Swords. I feel this is mentally exhausting for them with the Four of Swords here, that they burn themselves out a lot, whether you realize that or not. I feel like this is a burnout in this person's head, just the way they overthink things instead of acting upon them. And it's because of that. Look at that. The Ten of Swords is here, which is very painful. It's very painful. And yet it's a strong energy. When you look at the big picture, it's a strong energy of self-sabotage here, because it doesn't have to be this way. Look at this. They're brokenhearted on the Five of Cups. They're very heartbroken. They struggle with grief. They struggle with a lot of grief and sadness and loss. So I was going to close out with some oracle cards, but I feel the need to pull messages from your person at this time, because I feel that that's what's being called for in regards to the situation. Because I just feel like, this person isn't speaking up. With the Secret Admirer card here, this person isn't speaking up. Look at this. Rejection and protection is underneath. And for you who's watching, my Chariots, I feel like you feel intensely the intensity of thinking you're rejected. And I don't feel that that's the case. It's not that you were rejected. I do feel, though, it's the universe protecting you at this moment because of where this person finds themselves. and what your person needs to do in order to come up out of this. So they need to, they have to learn this lesson of realizing that they are worthy. When it comes to this black hole or this void that is inside of them, and that nothing in the world, when I'm talking about this 3D material world, when it comes to material things, is going to fulfill that. It's something that they have to heal within their soul. So let's just get some messages because I'm very curious. You just, oh my gosh, look at this. You deserve so much. See, they feel that you deserve so much, but they aren't the one to give it to you. They feel that they lack that. I want to experience life with you. Trust and believe, right? I miss our friendship. I still hope for you. This connection defies logic. You don't fear my darkness and it scares me. There's something definitely here with this King of Pentacles. Like that's how I feel that they see themselves. And as this king, I feel that that's what the struggle is, because when I think of the King of Pentacles, that is about someone that has, responsibilities, and they protect and provide stability and security to family, to whatever it is that they're responsible for. And yet there's this darkness. There's definitely something that they're struggling with here as far as a darkness within them that they think is not worthy for you. You would never hurt me, and I hurt you. I'm sorry. You have no idea how hard it was to walk away. So again, it's this very strong feeling of self-sabotage. Like your person has made this decision because they think it's what's best for you. Inside, I feel that they're very pained in regards to the situation. I miss our talks. Wow. Miss our friendship, miss our talks. They still hope for you. On the bottom of the deck, you have turned my world upside down. So I feel like you definitely rattled this person's cage. But when I talk about a cage, I do feel like they have their heart within a cage, and it's some sort of self-sabotage where they do not choose to let that love out. And again, it's hard to explain the way I'm feeling it. I'm not saying that they've never loved anybody or they're not with anybody. I'm talking about these deep, intense feelings that they carry within them that they feel are too much of a risk. Like it's not a risk. They see it as a risk because they're so afraid of failing. If things did not work out, if they put themselves out there, if they took that leap of faith. Oh my goodness. I need to cleanse after this one. I just feel the emotions pouring through me. Let's close out with an oracle card. What is it? Should I do the, let me do the surrender, the power of the surrender, because something's got to give here, right? Spirit, this connection, whoever I'm connecting with, what needs to surrender at this time in regards to this person? Surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. I think I feel the stress right now. Let stress go as you come back to your center. And then look at this on the bottom of the deck. Surrender to unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. All right, and that's strictly maybe a message for you, those of my chariots that are watching, if you're focused on this person right now that's just having such difficulty surrendering this stress and self-sabotage that they carry within them. So as I close out this reading, I'm just going to look on the bottom of the angel number deck to see what else we were left with. And look at this, 10-10. This is a divine plan in order. Let go of your need to know future events. That's amazing, because didn't I talk about divine order? This is protection right now from the universe. All right, my chariots, let me know in the comment section if this resonated with anyone. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next pick card reading. Okay? Bye.